Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This video, you are always in alignment with your 3D reality. So 3D reality doesn't happen and then you come into alignment with it. You actually are in alignment with it. So what you're seeing at the moment, you need to go deep and think, what am I actually feeling? Because actually this does match. You can always match up what's going on around you with what's going on inside of you. But the problem we have as human beings is we think it happened first and then we felt it. And now we're stuck in that feeling because it happened first. We tend to latch onto things. So something will happen and we don't really know where it's come from and we feel it and then we build it and we grow it. So it started off as a little seed and then it grew into a huge beanstalk. Let's say, for example, in business, if I have a quiet few days and nothing much is going on and I don't get any inquiries, I can go one of two ways. I can go, oh my God, everything's gone really quiet. Oh no, I need money this month and nothing's coming in. So I can tell myself that story. I can linger in that story. And so that then I create more of that. And I might go on a few more days where I'm really, really quiet. Or I can just say, okay, it's been a bit quiet the last few days. It will pick up. This happens. It always happens in business. When you work for yourself, you are inevitably going to get some times when you're not as busy. But again, that's just a story, I guess. But if you go with that story and just say, but it will pick up, things will pick up, and don't dwell in the fact that you're a bit quiet at the moment. Even if you might say to me, but I need the money. Okay, I get that, but it won't help you to dwell in the fact that you don't have this business coming in at the moment. You have to switch that vibration to either everything will be okay or business will come in, things will pick up, things are starting to get busier. You have to align with the reality that you want. So if you want to be busy, you have to align with that reality. If you want to be quiet, then you could align with that reality. But you don't, if you're not getting orders or whatever your business is, if it's a product based or whether it's what I do, coaching business, whatever that business is, doesn't matter what it is. If you drop into the feeling of everything, being quiet and business not coming in, you will then be aligned with that reality. So you will see that reality. You will see quieter periods of time. You might pick up for a bit and then go quiet again because you have aligned with that. You've aligned with not being very busy. So you need to align with what you want. Now, a really good way of aligning with what you want is to find a memory within you. And if you can't find one, ask your subconscious and it will find it for you. Is to find a memory of a time when things were good. Look, let's just say you're in business and last month you had a really busy month. Go back to that month in your head. Think about that month. Think about what you did in that month, what work you did, whatever it was, think about it. All you're doing is you're finding a memory. So you're not trying to do anything. You're just finding a memory and dwelling in it, because that is a frequency, that's the vibration. So then you will start aligning with that reality that you want to see. And as you're doing that, you will feel more positive anyway, and you will find it easier to then align with that reality. So as soon as you align with what you see, you are going to see more of it. So it's the alignment we need to look at. What are you aligned with at the moment? So if, again, I'm just using business as an example because I'm in business and I've been in business for a long time. And I know how I've felt at certain times when I've been really busy, when I haven't been, and what feelings I've had. So it's a bit of business advice as well. What are you feeling? If you wake up feeling frustrated that you're not busy, feeling disappointed and feeling like, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to get this going, then you are in alignment with that. So the 3D reality that you're seeing at the moment, you've aligned yourself with it, so you're going to see more of it. You have to look at something different. You have to think, okay, things are the way they are now. Anyway, so if I worry about it and stress about it and align myself with it, then it's just going to carry on. So I might as well look at something different. What can I look at? And if you are stuck in business and you really just don't know, you're flailing around and you don't really know where you're going, ask your subconscious for help. Please help me find the right path. Please give me a unique selling point. Help me with that. Please help me. And it will, if you allow it to. But don't kind of keep thinking, oh, it hasn't suggested anything to me yet. You just have to leave it to marinate. When I ask my subconscious anything, it's generally a few days before anything comes to me, and I'm hit with it when I'm driving to work generally, because I'm kind of in a zone when I drive to work, because it takes me about 45 minutes to get to work, and I don't necessarily enjoy the journey back so much because that's about an hour because the traffic's worse, and I'm not in the same zone. But on the way there, I'm in a really good zone because I know I'm going to work, I know I'm going to see my friends, I know I'm going to have a good day, I know I'm going to have some fun, so I'm in a good vibe anyway, and that's when these things usually just pop into my head. So you need to align with the reality that you want, and if you can't do it in the moment, so you can't shift your story or shift your perspective in the moment, find a memory, find something from your past that does align with it, and it doesn't have to be it. When I went for hypnotherapy many years ago, it was gamma reprogramming. The thing she used to get me to do, I think at the beginning of the session, is she would say, go back to a memory in your head, like from childhood, or it can be absolutely anything, when you were really, really happy. And I used to go back to this memory of when I used to go and stay with my Auntie Pearl. It was my mum's auntie, actually. And because my mum and dad didn't have much money when we were younger, I didn't know that. I just thought we were going there and it was just a fun holiday. I didn't know the reason for it. And we used to have the loveliest time. She's the loveliest person. And I would be in bed and I'd be able to hear them chatting in the living room, and it was just comforting. So I would go back to that memory, and it was lovely, and it was warm and cozy, and that, all of that. So I just felt that in that moment. So it can be anything. It just something that brings you into alignment with that reality that you want. So if it's a relationship that you want with a certain person, or any person, then go back in your head to a time when you had a relationship, not necessarily with this person, but it can be when things were good, and just pick out a memory and just remember. That's all you're doing, finding a memory, because that memory has a vibration, so that memory has a frequency, so that is going to help bring you into alignment with what it is that you want. Where you are not seeing, it's because you are in alignment with not having, you're in alignment with it not being in your life. And that can be that you've got a lot of stuff going on in there. Oh, it's not really good for me, I shouldn't want it. So you're not having huge amounts of attachment, but you have all of those things going on. So you're in alignment with not having it, because you're basically telling yourself you don't really want it, it's not really good for you. So look at what you are feeling, and then look at your reality and match it up. Think, okay, what can I do? If you've got those feelings going on in there, look at addressing them. Tell yourself a different story. Use the hard drive technique, which I will link below. I won't talk about it again because I talked about it in the last video. There's several things that you can do to get rid of those things, or to least make them less dominant. But really, we are always in alignment with what we're seeing in 3D reality, because 3D reality is just a product of the subconscious mind. I say this as if it's fact, don't I? And to me it is fact, but to you guys, some of you guys, you may think I'm talking nonsense, and that's fine. But to me, that's how it feels. So I know, I can see what's showing up for me. I know how I'm feeling. I can match it. I think, yeah, I know why that's going on, or why that isn't going on. And I try to stay away from frustration, disappointment, reactions, all that. It doesn't help me. But sometimes I have to remind myself of that. And my favourite thing to do is just to go, no, this is what I want. And at some point, I'm going to have that. My subconscious knows that I really, really want it. That's all I need to do. And that really helps me come into alignment with it anyway, even if I've got other stuff going on. If I'm just going, no, I just really want that, that is all I need to do. Right. This is as simple as this video gets. Just remember this phrase: I am always in alignment with my 3D reality. So you want something different, you have to look at coming into alignment. Finding a memory is the simplest way to do it, and it's actually really pleasant because you're remembering something nice, and that's all you're doing. You're just remembering something. We can all do that, can't we? We do it all of the time, don't we? We don't really remember the crappy stuff, but let's go and find something good. But any good memory that makes you feel good is going to start bringing you into alignment with the reality that you want to see.